Good morning, beautiful people. We would continue from where we stopped yesterday. I stopped at number 3, and I said we were going to number 16, mastering conversation with new people. So, as you listen, I hope you get more insight and learn more, more insights of how to converse with people you meet, new people, especially for business and relationship purpose. So stay tuned. Now let's kick start the lesson, mastering conversation with new people. Now we are in number 4. And number 4 says that you are to make use of conversational hook points to keep up a natural flowing conversation. Basically, hookup points are any words or thoughts expressed by the other individual. What's being said at the time will give you all you require to follow up with the discussion. Now, when you are in your mind or not intrigued by what the other individual is actually saying, you will miss brilliant perspective you can use for your potential advantage. Now let's check examples. Like you asked, "What do you do?" And she reacts, "I'm a financial advisor." And she continues, in reality just returned on Wednesday from international summit in Florida." What are the hookup points you could pick from this discussion? 1. Travel. 2. Business meeting. 3. Florida. And 4. Flying. Pick one of the above mentioned. There's limitless measure of ways you could react. Now, from the
to
hookup points,
think.
these are the questions you could ask. You could ask, was that your first time in Florida? Or did you enjoy your stay there? Do you have an experience you would like to share? If not, what would you like to talk about the exciting things you saw in Florida? What is life as a financial advisor? What is your opinion about flying to Florida? So you press further to keep the conversation lively. Ask an important or more profound questions, something like the example given above. You could promptly catch up with, I'm kind of jealous. Kind of jealous. That sounds cool. Have you always wanted to be a financial advisor? Or was there a scene, experience, or occasion that sparked up the desire? You could as well switch to something more carefree, yet at the same time unique and interesting. You could start up the conversation with words like, all right, so since you're an expert and you've traveled to so many countries, how do you enjoy a 12-hour flight to Florida? You can add a sarcastic twist. Goodness, traveling to the far corners of this beautiful planet and seeing wonderful destinations seems like an awful work, isn't it? She would say no, like she would want to like express and prove you wrong. Then you could relate back. I would love to visit Florida. The way of life and nightlife appear to be fantastic. Try to be playful. Goodness, my God, for what reason would you actually leave that lovely climate in Florida? Infuse role play. It must be challenging handling all the files and documents. It would appear that I'm, I'm your new full time travel associate. Stir up your reactions and add explanations in the middle of your questions. So, the fundamental idea is this: you are to ask engaging questions, make sure you listen and pick a hookup points. Make a captivating and significant statement, questions, and continue listening and pick up the next hookup point. And the number 5 point is you are to Maintain a good eye contact. Not maintaining a good eye contact during conversation makes you look nervous and lost, even pretentious. This is particularly evident while the other individual is enjoying your talk. When looking away, it makes her lose or him lose interest in you so quickly and makes you look too casual. And the number 6 point is quit dreading silence. You don't have to quickly fill each break in discussion. Just be calm. It's entirely or absolutely normal to have a quiet time during discussion. One or two quiet moments. Just maintain your poise and confidence. If you're feeling worried or tensed up, stuttering out words at that point, you will make the other individual feel awkward. Yet, if you put on a smile, slowly inhale, and casually sip your beverage, at that point, the atmosphere would feel great. Lead with certain nonverbal communication, regardless of whether you are feeling anxious inwardly. Those additional couple of seconds allow you to gather your consideration and react well. Moreover, but since you look relaxed, the other individual would be prompted to regularly restart the discussion. This is the win-win situation for you. And number 7 point is a bit tricky. And then number 7 point is try not to portray yourself as a Mr. Know It All. When somebody decides to share a story to you, particularly if it's a personal one, don't quickly react with how you have a better or crazier or more greater story. This would make you look like someone who is uninterested in the story they have just shared with you. They may even feel moronic or have regret sharing the story. So you have to be very careful. Once you're told the story, assimilate the story, sympathize with them, or if need be, or add few points. Don't just bring up a better story that is better than the one they shared with you. It will like make them feel like clueless. And the number 8 point is be smart. Give genuine and personal compliments. Individuals love to be given validations and have their ego raised up or taken care of. Everybody needs to feel alluring, appealing, and popular. All things considered, don't simply begin offering out just a cheap compliment. Be careful of the generic compliments like the ones that they've heard of 100 times before. Won't have solid effect on them. It won't have solid effect on them. So what's more, if individual feel you're not being sincere or have a hidden agenda, it can have a negative impact on your connection or the relationship build up. Now let me show you how to like have a great compliment. Ensure they genuinely earn it and make it unique. Most times I offer commendation when somebody has opened up to me, shared something personal to me before, and dazzled or impressed me. They have earned or worked for my praise, and it conveys a ton of weight as a result of it. So, here are three examples of what you shouldn't say when complimenting someone you just met. For example, that's really interesting. Oh, you look nice. You are fun to be with. Instead, say, I admire the way you are being passionate about so different things. Damn, that suit looks incredible on you. I have the feeling that I could converse with you about anything and will still be very enjoyable. Several real compliments go far to build great relationship or connection. Just master
I will
it.
stop here for today. Just I want to remind you that the lessons are called from my upcoming book, The Art of Hypocrisy. Get this book, it's so rich for your relationship purpose and business purpose. And thanks for watching today. We'll continue tomorrow.